Welcome back to Masterful. Get your chocolate fix, but get it without all the calories.
That's one of the best things I've heard all week.
Right?
Jessica Brothers is from Fit Club in Palmer. She joins us with a healthy brownie recipe. There is such a thing.
Yes, there is. It all depends on the ingredients you use, the quality of the ingredients. These brownies are very high in antioxidants, fiber, protein, and they actually taste pretty good. There's chocolate in them, black beans, which you would probably never ever imagine. No. But real basic, real quick to make. It takes probably 5-10 minutes to whip up the batter, bake it in the oven for 30 minutes, and you're done. You got nice 16 brownies it makes.
All right, well, let's start going down the line of all the ingredients.
Okay.
Black beans, this is the troublesome part to me. How are you going to make these taste like chocolate brownies?
You don't even taste them.
Okay.
It's just to get the thickness of the brownie is what it is. And basically what you do is you get a blender or a food processor, either works, and you start with 3 eggs, okay? You put the 3 eggs into the blender, all right? And you start making it go, or in your food processor, you turn it on low. You add your maple syrup. Now you want to use pure maple syrup, all right? This is a natural sugar. This is not a white sugar or a processed sugar, so your body responds to it a lot healthier. We got real vanilla extract, okay? So after you put your 5 tablespoons of maple syrup, you want to add 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, all right? Keep it blending. Cayenne pepper. This adds a little bit of kick to it. It actually complements the brownies very well.
Really?
Absolutely. Not only that, but cayenne pepper is really good for inflammation. So it's got a great health benefit to it as well.
Nice. Who would have thought in your brownies?
It's funny, a lot of these ingredients so far have good properties that we've learned about recently, like beans.
Yes.
Because the blood drive show yesterday, they have a lot of iron in them.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's good for you.
Yes, very well. Next we have butter. Now, people say, wow, there's butter in that. Isn't butter bad? And that's very untrue. It's actually a misconception. It depends on the quality of the butter. I suggest Kerrygold because it comes from what I call happy cows, okay? They live on a pasture. They graze on a natural pasture. They are fed no hormones or antibiotics. So, you know, they're not filled with a bunch of stuff that we don't want to put into our body.
Yeah,
so this is a great butter.
They're no stress cows, so the butter's going to be no stress if you eat
it makes a good fat is what it does. You know, so you want to melt this down, and when you put it into your blender, you don't want it to be too hot because it will cook the egg. Okay, so you got to remember that. Okay. So you're going to add 3 tablespoons of that. Next, we have 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Okay, this has many uses. I use organic coconut oil. I also use this all over my body as well. It's a great moisturizer, and it's got antibacterial properties as well. So it's a very recommended for face, body, and cooking.
So you use that on your face and you don't break out?
No, it's got an antibacterial property. It actually helps your skin.
A part of me wants to slap some on there right now and see if it'll work.
After the show, I'll help you apply it.
We'll do a facial. Now, what's next here?
Cocoa powder, baking cocoa, just pure cocoa. We're going to add some of that into there, blend in. We're going to start putting in thicker ingredients now that we have a nice liquid going, okay, so it doesn't bind up your food processor or your blender in this case. All right, natural peanut butter.
Natural, that's the key word.
Absolutely. If it has the oil on the top of it, you're good to go. If it does not, you're being tricked. I don't care what the label says. The ingredients must say peanuts and salt or just peanuts. Otherwise, it is a horrible fat known as trans fat, which you do not want to ingest that into your body. It takes twice
oil
as long.
On top.
Oil on top.
Oil on top, you're good.
Yep. Mix it up once, stick in the fridge. You never have to mix it again.
Really?
Nice little tip right there. Absolutely.
Okay, I keep it in my pantry, but I'll keep it in the fridge.
Oh, yeah, keep it in the fridge. Yep, and then the oil won't separate again. That's natural in room temperature for the oil to separate from the solids.
Very good tip.
Next up.
Sea salt.
Little bit.
Yep, little bit, a dash of that. Not too much. You don't want it to be salty. Just enough to bring out flavors. That's what salt does, is it helps bring out flavors.
And I see some more chocolate, which I'm totally cool with.
Which is good.
70% or higher is what I use. Usually I typically like 90%, but I figure that might be too bitter for some of you guys. So I brought in a 70% of a great tasting chocolate.
And now the percentages deal with how much cacao is in it and how much sugar. It's that,
absolutely.
It's that
the balance,
differential.
yes, absolutely.
So in other words, like 50-50 is more like a milk chocolate because there's a lot of sugar in it.
Right.
But that means it's not as good for you.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And
you actually don't want to put the chocolate in the blender. That's you want to wait till after. You don't want to blend that in. You want to put that in after the beans. Okay, so next you're gonna put in the beans, keep this blending real nice. Once you get a nice consistency, then you can mix in the chocolate, okay, into the batter. Don't reblend it, let it stay chunky. If you want optional, you can add some nuts as well. So extra protein, if you like nuts in your brownies, you could do that as well. Some people don't like it.
And then you just throw it into a pan.
Throw into an 8x8 coconut grease pan, 350 degrees for 30 minutes, and this is what you get.
Okay, can I try some?
Absolutely.
All right.
And you know what I love about this? What I don't see here is the bad butter that's usually in recipes.
Right.
I don't see flour.
Correct.
I don't see sugar.
No sugar,
And those are
no
like
flour.
the cornerstones of brownies. Love it. Low sugar brownies. How is it?
Gluten-free, low sugar.
Amazing.
Great.
Are they good?
Wow. That peanut
All right, here we
butter
go.
taste too. I forgot about the peanut butter.
That's good. That's good. Hey, by the way, if you want this recipe,
I
it's going
love
to be
it.
on
Thank you.
mymassappeal.com a little bit later today. Head on Mass Appeal.